Coronavirus affects everybody. None of us really want to be locked up inside, and it's a difficult situation. But it's important that we look at every aspect that affects us, and that we take the best approach on how to solve this problem. So, what are the problems exactly, and how can we tackle those problems? Well, right now, people are out of jobs. A lot of people need this income, but many people are just, trying to live off of, the stimulus package that we got. But a problem is that people just, they can't work. And most essential workers obviously still have their jobs, but I mean, what defines, an essential worker? And I mean, honestly, it's important that everybody is able to feed their families and things like that. So, that's one problem that we are having is people not being able to have jobs, especially for entrepreneurs of small businesses and things like that. Those people just have no means of income right now. And so it's important to be looking at that as an aspect of it. The economy is not doing very well, actually. It was expected to grow by 2.9% this year, and now, according to CNBC, it should be growing at 2.4%, which is quite a bit less. And so that's another aspect of it. And so another current effect of it was we had the stimulus package in America, and a lot of people had, a certain amount of money that was given to them. But a stimulus package can only care for so much. And yes, it does care financially, but people also have needs other than finances. The Bible sets up the church because, humans are just not made to be alone, and it's important for us to be able to be in communion with one another and to see each other and things like that. So, although financially it may have helped, people still have other needs that need to be met, and uh, that's just another aspect of it. So, of course, it's very important to look at what officials say about it, although sometimes it can be hard to trust officials when they give us misinformation, and it's hard to trust different details. And so, what I did was I took aspects from two different sides of it. So, first, we have Dr. Fauci. He says that containment is important when stopping a virus. Now, of course, that's going to be very important because you'd want to keep it very minimal. But the problem is, what is the best way of like taking care of the virus? Like how do we fight back against it, sort of? So, is it going to help to keep everybody contained, or is it going to help to have everybody kind of together and building up immune systems? Well, if you ask Dr. Erickson, an owner of an urgent care center in Bakersfield, he'll tell you that at this point quarantine is bad for us. You see, when people interact with one another, that's how we build up antibodies, and that's how our immune system gets better. And so it's important to interact with people because at this point our immune systems are dropping very low. And so it's important for us to be able to see each other these days too. So it's just important to build up tolerance. And so what he says is that when the quarantine is over, there will most likely be a massive influx of diseases because people will be around each other and just get each other sick. Also, it's important to look at the statistics. The media is saying, they're giving us all these numbers and things, and the numbers are similar to the flu. However, the way that the coronavirus death works is they look at if the person has coronavirus at all. And so if someone dies even from a pre-existing condition or from some other thing where coronavirus wasn't the leading cause of death, it still is considered a coronavirus death. And so that's an important thing to look at. And it's possible that the government could be using this to make it look like it is worse than it is. And they're trying to push on doctors to report coronavirus cases and things like that because they want it to look worse than it is. Also, how has the world responded? China has responded in many different ways, but one way is to just lying to the public a lot. They're spreading misinformation. They go on social media and just hack, websites or things like that or accounts, and they just keep on spreading misinformation, even though they have a past of not opening very or not going very well. Florida actually reopened their beaches the day that it was supposed to be the worst, but in my opinion, people should be able to just go back to work, but with good precautions, because the economy needs to get back up and running, and it's just important that we keep social distancing a little bit, but also use gloves and masks and just be smart about it. And that's my opinion.